Good morning, good morning. Good morning, good morning. If you are here, we'll just hang out till somebody joins me. There's one person on. Good morning, Joyce. I don't know if everybody, yeah, it is 10:02. We'll hang out to see who comes on. I know a bunch of them were watching Jody. She's doing a 12 days of Christmas giveaways or something. So we'll see if they pop over here to watch me. If not. Okay, so we have an ice storm or snowstorm or something going on. Guess it's snowing now. School day. The kids are all closed. They're off of school, so that's kind of exciting. 3 people are on. Say hi if you're popping on. I have some housekeeping items. And then we'll go ahead and get started. There's 4 of you on. Yay. Yay. Makes my heart happy. Okay, housekeeping items. Today was a big day. Today, product of the month started. And the product of the month is some DSP. True Blue DSP. And with a $75 order, you can get it for $5. And I'm thinking about something. I'm going to announce it a little bit later once I get the logistics, like within the next by this afternoon. I'm going to announce it. Something to go along with product of the month. Okay, so that's happening. Good morning, Taryn. And then, of course, huge, they did a huge load up on the Last Chance list. Some items from the holiday catalog. If the red photopolymer stamps or anything that was in the red photopolymer, not the red photopolymer, the red rubber, because we're discontinued red rubber, right? Hi, Kim. So that was all, anything from that holiday catalog that was done in red rubber has been put over on the Last Chance list. A lot of it is discounted. A lot of it is deeply discounted. You can actually take advantage of that, hit your $75, hit it and get the product of the month for $5. Product of the month will come out somewhere around the beginning of the month. Usually we announce things on Tuesdays. And then it is only while supplies last. You're only allowed 1. And some items may go very quickly. So you need to make sure, good morning, Pat, that you check that out. So this month's December product of the month is True Blue DSP. So with a $75 order, you can get it for $5. Okay. Classes this month aren't going to be until after Christmas. They are Monday the 29th. I am working on those projects. I will share those to you very soon. Also, let me get the volume off of this down. So also, let me see, classes the 29th here in the studio, 10 and 6. And you can pick up your new catalog. New catalogs are ordered, so I will be shipping them pretty shortly. And if you are local, you can pick them up or come to class and get your new catalog, the January through April catalog. There will be new online exclusives in January as well. Product of the month, no celebration. There's not Stampin' Up! Discontinued celebration. We are introducing product of the month instead. So I thought there was something else I wanted to share with you. Oh, 2 new kits. 2 new kits are out. So one I'm very excited about. So yeah, so check out the kit collection. There's 2 new kits. Oh, and I'm going to offer a pop-up class by the end of the week, if I can find my samples. If not, I will be making new samples. The pop-up class is the prairie grass class that I offered at my retreat in October. And the prairie grass stamp set is actually on the Last Chance list. So, you put your order in this morning for product of the month. Good. That's exciting. Yeah. So anyway, I actually, prairie grass class that I offered at retreat. So as soon as I can find my samples, I was going to get the graphic done, but I don't know. I've been looking for a month, and I don't know if they just never made it home for me with me from retreat. I'm not sure. But anyway, I might have to make those samples again, but I will be announcing all that on Thursday, and it'll only be like available for like 5 days or so. So make sure you check that out. Okay, so today's projects, I decided to pull an oldie out, the Wintry Treetops. I'm amazed that this is still here. This did not make the last chance list, thank goodness. And then the paper, the DSP that goes with it. So we're gonna do a little, like a cut and shuffle or stamp and shuffle thing. So you need to take 3 6x6 pieces of DSP. And your first cut you're gonna make, or a 1 sheet wonder or whatever, we're gonna cut at the 3-inch mark. Okay, so then I'm actually gonna cut this again, just because I was finding when I was making the samples, if you didn't know this already, our 12 by 12s are not true 12 by 12. They're like a 1/16 of an inch longer. So you'll wanna cut them in 3 by 3s. And so this first stack of 3 by 6s, this first stack of 3 by 3, you were just playing with this set yesterday. It's a cool set. And it's great for winter birthdays. It's great for Christmas. Great for any winter cards that you want to send. So we're going to cut this at 3 by 3. So you have 6 pieces of 3 by 3. And then this piece of 3 by 6 you're going to cut at 2-inch. And then you have 3 that are 3 by 4s. And 3 that are 3 by 2s. Okay, so I just wanted to show you how to cut that. Okay, so then we're going to start with our first card. Here's our first card. All right, now I didn't get the greeting on this because I was running out of time. I was busy getting stuff out. So emails and Facebook posts and text blast and all that. Okay, so the base of this is basic white. And so the next layer will be garden green, 5 1/4 by 4, and then I do have this piece of DSP. Now you want to make sure you cut your DSP right, because I didn't do this one the right angle. And if you see what I mean, that this is just like a 1/4 of an inch or a 1/16 of an inch longer than it should be. Thank you. My holiday nails are Color Street. I've had this Color Street pack for years, or I bet. I have a bunch of Color Street. A friend of mine used to sell Color Street. But I never take the time to do them. So I had some free time this weekend, so I did them. Okay, so I'm going to trim that down, and then we're going to add some red shiny ribbon to this. I decided to do my nails because I usually don't get to them and then they start breaking. So then I thought they were kind of a nicer length. They're short though. I don't like long nails. Okay, there we go. And we're going to add this to the card front. And then I'm going to take a piece of the 3 by 3 and add that there. We're going to have some birds that I fussy cut, so we're going to add those to the card. And then I have a little oval here that I cut out, and where's my white pieces? We're going to punch out one of these. And we're going to stamp on it, and that's stamp sending thanks. And I'm using basic gray. Oh, got that a little high. Flip it over. There we go. And we'll add these together and then pop them up. I love when we can layer our punches together. Thank you guys for joining me this morning. How's the weather in your part of the woods? I know our local girls here, I don't know what we're getting. Snow, ice, whatever. Okay, we're going to add that there. That looks a little crooked. Straighten that out. And then I'm just going to bring in some of these gems. Now, I thought as I was making these that you could actually really add some dimension too if you would just run your quarter pieces through a folder. Like the birch folder would look pretty with that. And then I also had a hard time finding gems that match this. So there we go. So there's your first one. Okay, let's bring in the second one. Here is the second one. So once again, the base of all these are basic white, and then the layering pieces are garden green and gray granite. I want to make sure this is even. There we go. Okay, we're going to layer these two pieces together. I'm going to take the wood green, which is a 3x4, and we're going to layer that on there. So we got 6 cards this morning. 6 quick and easy, and all you have to do is cut and shuffle the papers. And then you can make 6 quick and easy cards. And like I said, I always like to give cards away at this time of year. It's just little gifts. So these would make a really quick and easy set of cards you can give to somebody. And package it up real pretty. Okay, we have this going on. I want to make sure that this is even. My adhesive is really sticky today, which is good. There we go. And I'm going to layer this piece right here with the birds up. And I'm just going to add a greeting to this one. I'm not going to add any birds. You could add birds if you wanted. But I'm just going to punch out. And let's make this one thinking of you always. Okay? Layer these two together. Pop it up. I have quite the mess here. Get some dimensionals out here. And we'll just grab another set. I know there's some here, I just can't see them right now. Does that ever happen to you? You're working and you just can't see it. Here we go. Because I throw them when I'm done with them and I don't know where. Oh, there they are. I see them now. Yes, we have a few. I'm just on the second one, Trudy. So you could probably put that here. You could put it here. Let's put it here. Or if you wanted to, you could add a bird there. And then you wouldn't have to worry about. And you can put your greeting down below. We're just going to stick a gem there. Good morning, Terry. Okay, there we go. So that's card number 2. Card number 3. Once again, the base is basic white. There goes the sirens. I'm going to add these 2 pieces. One right there. This is a 3x3, and this is a 2x4. I mean the 2x3, sorry. 3x3, 2x3. We're going to cover up this part of the card with the shiny red ribbon. Now the ribbon doesn't want to stick. Before it was sticking and wouldn't move. Now it doesn't want to stick. There we go. I thought that one side was pretty low. There we go. Just like that. Yes, yes, Pat, that does happen. There's usually like one piece out of a pack that's like your favorite. But yeah, sometimes. I have customers that do that too. When they come to class, they'll flip them. And especially if we're doing the stack when we're making multiples, they'll make one the way I have it, and then they'll flip one to make it the other way. So yeah, that happens. Okay, let's just stamp on here. Sending thanks and much love. There's no one way. There's so many ways to be creative. And sometimes when they do that, I'm like, oh yeah, I do like that better. For sure. So yeah. Okay, we're just gonna put that right there. And then I'm gonna add a few of these gems. I should find my take your pick tool. It's in here somewhere. It would be easier to do these if I use the tool, right? Here it is. I knew it was there. My putty's probably dried up. You'd think it'd be easier. There we go. See how easy that is? That's why we have tools. Okay, so that's number 3. Let's bring in number 4. Here is number 4. Basic white base. This time I'm layering the gray granite onto the garden green. Yeah, I love this paper too. Thanks for joining us, Darcy. And you know what paper I really loved and what bundle I really loved? And I think we played with it one time at class. And I might have showed it on a Facebook Live maybe once. And it's on the last chance list. The Charming Day. I thought that was really pretty paper. Okay, so we're gonna add the wood grain here. This is a 3 by 3, and this is a 2 by 3. We're gonna, I did it this way. There we go. Thanks, Pat. My goodness, something must be really going on. Their fire trucks are going out like crazy. We live fairly close to the fire department. Okay, I thought it, there's my birds. Like, where's the bird? The birds probably aren't going to match because I just cut birds out of the DSP. There's so many cute birds in the DSP. I'm surprised Nora isn't bothered by those sirens, but she's not. Okay, we're just going to layer that there. We're going to bring in our punch, and we're going to punch out another from the Label Me Love punch, and we'll just make this one Thinking of You. Pop it up with dimensionals. Add some of our gems. Whoop. I had that on the right way. There we go. This is really an invaluable tool. I should remember just to grab it more often. There we go for that one. Two more, ladies. Here's one more. All from 3 6x6 pieces. And you just cut and shuffle them. Name of the punch. Yes, this punch, Label Me Love, it sure is. This is a modern oval, and then the Label Me Love punch. Yep. Okay, so we're gonna layer these two together. Don't you know what's going on around here? I'll have to get on Facebook after here, and I'm sure it's already been posted. Okay, here is the birds. We're going to put this right here underneath here, and then this one here. And there we go. I'm going to use these birds that I cut out for this. Actually, no, I'm going to do it. I was going to say a smaller bird. Yes, I do too, Pat. That's really close. I'm not sure what's going on. I think today would be a terrible day. Well, any day would be a terrible day for a house fire. But now the fire trucks sometimes go out for accidents too, and I don't know what the roads are like, and I thought they looked like they were clear, but it is more ice than snow here. It's like freezing rain. So yeah. Okay, I'm just going to layer that there, bring in the gems. Okay, so there's this one, and we have one more. So here is this one. Okay, base, once again, basic weight. It's not above 32 there. I don't know what it is here. 31. I just looked at my computer. 31 rain and snow. Yeah. Personally, I think it's a little early for this, but it's probably not. It's just that we've been so spoiled the last couple of years with hardly anything. So, and then I'm going to layer on this piece of DSP here at the bottom. Yes. We live, yeah, it's right down the road from here. In fact, my husband does help out with the fire department. He isn't certified or anything. Thanksgiving Day, yeah, Thanksgiving, before we had dinner, there was an accident out here. Someone hit the guardrail out here. And so, right below our house. It was just a fender bender, thank goodness, but Ray was out there helping. But yeah. But I always check to see where my kids are too. Like, I don't know that they would be coming. No, they're all home right now. Kids don't have school. It's snowing in Michigan and extremely cold. We had extreme cold on Friday. On Friday, that wind was bitter. And it was like, real feel was like 14. So, it did warm up then over the weekend, but not like I guess it's, okay, they said, I know I listened to a weather, Justin Burke, he's in Carroll County, Maryland, which we are very close to the Maryland line. He was saying how that December is supposed to be extremely below average for temperature, really cold. I personally have not been out since, yeah, that's a fib. I did go out yesterday. I went to the post office and I did a grocery pickup. So I was out a little bit yesterday. I was thinking it's soup weather today. Just trying to think what I have here to make some soup. Okay, I just stamped that there. We're going to pop this up and add some gems. And then that is all 6 of them. Yeah. I didn't even watch any TV, Pat. No, I'm not a big TV watcher. I rarely sit down to watch TV. No, I did not. I did them this morning. Okay. That looks crooked to me. Sometimes I think I see crooked. Let's add some gems here. That just made me chuckle. No, actually last night I was actually doing, I'm going to put it over here on there. I was actually doing another digital market training last evening. There, we'll just do that. How about that? Alrighty, there's all 6. Let me pull them all in so everybody can see them. So this was all from 3 6x6s. So you cut your 3, I don't even know what I did with that paper. Here it is. Let's go over the cutting again. So you have your 6x6 piece and then you cut it at the 3-inch mark. And then that stack you take and cut 3 again. So you have 6 3x3s. Okay? And then the other half of that 3x6, or 6x6 is a 3x6. And so then you take that and you cut that at the 2-inch mark. So then you have a 2x3 and a 3x4s. So this is, and then you get these cards. Oh, I'm missing one. I must have threw him over here. Where's he at? Right here. There you go. So you get all 6 of these. Let's get rid of the mess here. There you go. And then you can do this with any DSP and just pick your matching cardstock and add some ribbon embellishment. One thing I thought after I started making them that I should have maybe ran some of these through a folder just to give a little bit more texture. And then there you go. So then you have a cute little gift. A little thank you gift, a little hostess gift, just a little gift for somebody. For any occasion. You can do it for Christmas, but you can do it any occasion. Okay. All right. Or if you are ever asked to make a donation or something, you can do that. Okay. All right, guys. Thank you for joining me this morning. I'll be back on Tuesday. Remember, the product of the month launched today. It is the True Blue DSP with a $75 order. You can get it for $5. It's only while supplies last. And every month there will be a new product of the month announced sort of around the beginning of the month. 2 new kits. Add it to the kit collection are now available, and there was a ton of stuff added to that last chance list with some really deep discounts on that last chance list. Class here for December is the 29th at 10 and 6. New catalogs will be coming out. If you don't have one, let me know. I'm going to be getting them out in the next couple days as I finish up my Christmas cards. Okay, guys, thank you for joining me. Stay